I don't know what I don't know what to do. Anyway, so back. What's up? What's up? This is the first video that you watched. Welcome. My name is John. An artist. I wouldn't say what's up because I'm supposed to go to university, but I digress. Yeah, I draw part time. It's not a job. It's just a hobby. I draw. I'm an artist. Most of the time it varies what I draw. It can be characters. It can be backgrounds. It can be anything. Not realistic. I don't usually do realistic, and yeah, that's about it. There was a previous video I did, part 1. It was a sketchbook tour. I couldn't finish. 1, because it was going to get too long, and 2, because my voice was finishing. Well, not finishing. It was hoarse. The sort was getting around, so I couldn't continue speaking. So I said, okay, let me wrap it up at 20. It was 30 minutes. Trimmed it down to 20, and I was like, yeah, done. I'll edit the parts that I need to edit out, or edit in, and then that's it. Fix it in post. And then I said, I'll most likely do the next couple of videos like 10 to probably 15 minutes. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now. This is going to be probably 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even shorter than 10. I'm not sure. If I am somewhat on the time limit, so if it seems if I cut without not being done, then it's not like I was on the time limit. But yeah, I stopped at, where did I stop? I don't remember. It was somewhere here. It was here. I stopped here. I just made everything myself else's part of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Let's change it. So this time I'm going to continue further than that. Probably a couple pages, probably as the end of the sketchbook. If I'm not done, this will be a part 3. There's still another book that I have to show you. There's still another book like that. And then there are also drawings that I did on the file. I don't know where I put them, but I choose them, put them away on the file because they were big pages. Well, not really big, but bigger than this, so I couldn't really show it. I put it away, and I was like, okay, let me show this. So yeah, and the previous one I was somewhat sick, so I couldn't really talk as much. So yeah, this one, these are the practice sketches, and then this one was the full sketch. Here is the full sketch, if I can show you, probably, yeah. And then these were the practice sketches. Now, continue further. I also did poses again, like on the previous one. Here I was doing poses. 5 pages of poses. Now here, I was trying to do poses again, but this time I thought, okay, let me add a bit of clothes. Let me try to see how it would look. Still decided not to do the face. Decided, okay, let me add hair, clothes, and that was it. I could shade a bit here, a bit there, but that was it. And these were the 3 sketches that came of it. 1 and 2, and then 3. So yeah, these were the 3 sketches. I was satisfied with that. Then I decided to do something. Pretend to draw it better, but this is what came over. It was supposed to be a Zoro sketch. Look, the story. I said this in the last video. It was a Zoro sketch. At first I did with pencil and pen. The face was somewhat messed up, so I just said, yeah, let me just finish the rest and then cut it up again. They shaded around it, you can't see it because of the light. But yeah, they shaded around it, changed the Zoro sketch. I'd say I did it very well, except for like the face. The hair was decent, the toes are decent, but the head for me was the problem. So yeah, that's it. And here, I made sure, I think I spent like a day or 2 on this one. It was a pen sketch of cheesecake. It was a blue pen sketch of cheesecake Urahara. It's nothing after this, so here, after this, I'm just going to flip over to this page. So yeah, it was a pen sketch, blue pen sketch of cheesecake. I took a while, but I think the biggest problem I had was the sword, because I just freehanded it. I didn't have a ruler, I didn't really care, so I just said, okay, let me freehand it, and then this is what came of it. It's really difficult. I didn't copy, I just used the reference for sketches, and said, yeah, I like the final sketch. Well, artwork, it's not really a sketch, the difference between a sketch and an artwork. This was the artwork. Yeah. Also, if I can remember correctly, the picture, the reference, didn't really show the face other than this. I drew the pictures that I could. I tried shading for a bit, and I was like, eh. So, like, some of these parts were supposed to be shaded, but I was like, I'm satisfied with that. I'll post it on Instagram, I'm done. I did post it, but then that's it, okay, I'm done, that's it, GG's. And, again, rubbish. Look, so many sketches that failed immediately. Like this one was supposed, I'm not even gonna say because, damn, it doesn't look anything like him. And then here were notes I wrote. It has nothing to do with this, but it was just something I was interested in. And random gibberish I drew down. Like, I don't know why. This is here. But yeah, I drew it down, satisfied. I was like, yeah, okay. And pencil sketch. This one was a pencil sketch. Because yeah, like I said, sometimes I like to do backgrounds. So this was a building again on the pictures. So I said, okay, let me try to get it down, which I think I did really well. I also tried to get everything down to the T. I did most of it, and then some of these parts I added in myself. I changed them from what they look like entirely from the repetitive pictures. I changed it as well. I was satisfied with what I changed. There's something I wanted to change, but I was like, that's fine. And then I did hatching, if I remember correctly. I hatched from different directions, and then I did darker versions, lighter versions. Overall, it was decent. Of course, there were some parts that I didn't finish, like that here. Didn't finish it. And the gibberish. It was supposed to be a sketch of this, but then this turned into its own thing. And then again, background. I like this. I like the center part. But my perspective on the drawing on the back on the entire thing was kind of bad, and I wasn't really trained to watch details. So, mostly because of myself, yeah, it was just more of a skill problem. I could not really get much down. So you can see here, like as you're getting closer to here, some of it is leak. What am I doing? Yeah, you can see right here. Some of it was inaccurately drawn, like here, mainly towards the word inaccurately drawn. But yeah, that's it. Here was a sketch I did, and another blue pen sketch. Didn't really work out. There's so many blank pages. Now that I look back on it, I left so many blank pages because I didn't want to mess up the sketch on the other page. So like this one, I liked it at the time, so I didn't want to leave it or draw something and then leave a mark for side. And then yeah, pen sketch, didn't finish it. I was like, okay, I like that sketch. This one I really wanted to do it. This was something I actually felt like doing. This one. Yes, the person said, okay, can you do it? But I felt like doing it myself. At first, I tried it here. Big mistake. Plus, it was in blue pen, so I couldn't erase it. So I was like, what the heck? Let me just go into the next page. Drew it, liked it, posted it. I was like, yeah, that's just fine. Here, it was supposed to be Deku. But I'm not sure if you can see. If you can't, I don't know. It was supposed to be Deku. I liked it in some way, shape, or form. I was like, most likely people will be able to see who it is. Then here is my Vegeta. This one, I can't even believe it. I like drawing it. I think this is the first Vegeta drawing I've ever done. I think the day was only Goku, probably been Gohan here and there, but never really Vegeta. But I like this one. I like the hair, I like the shading, I like the design of the clothes, how it's turned up, I like the pattern, I just like everything about it. Maybe the one mistake shading, but I just liked it as a whole. And this was one of my favorites in this book alone. Maybe not Deep Breakers, just one of my favorites. I think Deep Breakers was like something later on. And then building sketch, didn't really finish it, couldn't care, just went on. This, it was a practice of hands. In the previous video I also showed people there a practice of my hands. Well, not my hands, just hands in general. Some of them were my hands, but most of them were not. So you can see it. Some of these were my hands, some of these were not. And I was fine with it, I liked it. Some of them I shaded, some of them I did. I might go back and just draw in here because I can. Here I was supposed to draw something, but didn't like it. I left it immediately and just went straight into a dragon sketch. Like I said, dragons. You always find at least one dragon sketch in my sketchbook. If not, like 5. This was one of them. And then on the next page, it was supposed to be Crayfish. K-O-I, yeah, Crayfish. And the first one they were literally opposite. They were opposites. One was lighter, one was lighter. Spot one was the favorite lighter spot. I liked it. I kept it side by side and included them in one of my favorite things. And for this sketchbook, for this specific one, I consider it my magnum opus, my favorite sketch. Well, the sketch drawing that I did a long time. Didn't use pencil. No, didn't use pen. I did use pencil. Didn't use pen. And the background I did myself. The drawing I did myself. I referenced half of it, but I liked the entire thing. Like I think I spent three days. Because I drew this first, then the background. I didn't draw the background first. No, I drew this first, and this was one of my favorites. The shading was there. It wasn't hatched, but it was just almost shaded. The shading was there. You could see the darks. You could see the lights. You could see the details. I made sure to get every single part. I just liked every bit of this sketchbook. It was like one of my all-time favorites. And then right after with this, I liked it not as much as this because this one was over the top, but this was a building sketch. Then here it was. Let me see something. Yeah, actually, I finished the sketch because I needed to check something. I referenced it. I was at my uncle's place. My uncle's place. I had enough free time, so I just decided to draw this. And I thank God that I brought the book pen after I drew this pen for first, you can see it, then pen, we shipped it. I liked it, I liked how the hand gigantified, and she got closer, it got bigger. I liked it, it was a good, like, I knew what I needed to do and I drew it just fine. Of course, there was some problem, mistakes, you probably can see some, who knows. Then I repeated, I did it, man, what? So yeah, this was the next one. They were both done on the same day. I had it upset, so they were both done on the same day, and I liked both of them at the same time. They were equally good. One just had a pen, the other didn't, but I liked just both of them just as sequence. Then, that's how I'm saying I finished this because, if I remember correctly, I drew this on my 90th birthday. Like, I'm not gonna say when. I might say birthday in time, but who knows. Jesus, just for myself, I drew it, I liked it, I posted it. It was just to commemorate my 90th birthday, and it was near the end of my sketchbook, but I liked all of it. That's it. So yeah, like we're really close because I did say the plan of the sketchbook was for a different reason. But yeah, so now we're just getting into sketches. Like there wasn't really a main goal, there wasn't really a main thing in mind. So yeah, I liked it. I saw it on it just looked different. But in the end, it turned out differently. I didn't really like it because of the hands. I saw the hand, I was like, oh. So I just stopped it there. Continuing with the sketch, and then come to the last two drawings. Let's see, yeah, the last two drawings of the sketchbook. Well, again, bleach drawings. In the earlier video, the bleach, I talked about bleach drawings, and this is the second one. So this is the second bleach drawing. It was a 2-page thing. I made sure that it was a 2-page thing. It was supposed to look differently, but I liked it so much that I kept it as somewhat of a 2-page thing. First page, this was the starter page, was requested of what was supposed to be a wallpaper, but they turned it into this. This was from a different picture, this was from the wallpaper, and then I liked it so much I kept it. And then here was this, it was the picture, it was the second page. This one I made sure to get more detail in it compared to the first two. The first two wasn't really as much detail, as much focus. But this one I was like, I need to get at least most of it jotted down. I need to get those lentil parts, like here, even the bit of the hair. I need to get them down. I need to get part of the body down. I need to make sure it's good. This was like one of my favorites of the sketchbook. Not like the other one, but it was up there, probably number 2 or 3 in of the entire sketchbook. But it always changes, it always varies when I look back on it. So yeah, that was it. I tried to formulate my sentence properly, so I told it sound like that. So yeah, that's about it. That's the end of the sketchbook, my first sketchbook. Most of the side was notes that I talked about, and then I showed the first half of the video, first half of the sketchbook on that video, and then the second half here. If you want to check out the first video, you can go there. It's like the first video on my page. That's the video. I'll probably use the same thumbnail most likely. But yeah, I wanted to talk about something, but I think I'll talk about it in a different video if possible. Or I might just maybe do it into a short. Yeah, that's it. That was my entire sketchbook in 2 videos, probably 40 minutes, probably even longer than that. So I showed you what my favorites were of the sketchbook, and I showed you what my last drawing was. Here was my first one, and here's the last. Okay. Thank you so much. If you liked the video, drop a like, probably even subscribe. But yeah, see you guys next time.